power attack is basically just a slam, so there isn't a combo from it. There is a town we do have to go to for story, but you can head there before advancing too, but... Well, no, you can still access the town. I don't want to say too much at the moment. Just something happens where, like, after a certain event with that town, yeah, you can't access shops or anything there. But you can advance and still, go to the town. So we are in Ravite Forests. Okay, there's the map. That's what I'm looking for. That's where we came from, so we want to go down this way. No. We want to go this way. Okay, mush booms are a little sturdier than the Rabites are. Yeah! That was adorable. Okay, got another level up. So let's see. Let's grab this trait. And then I did strength. Oh, did I only get 1 point there? Yeah, looks like I only did. That's fine. That boost to help keep me from losing. Help keep me up on my CS bar there to use my skills. Alright, so you ready to watch our graceful princess faceplant into a magic barrier? It's a literal cutscene. Hawkeye, I think, actually showing face planting into it.
What is a magical barrier doing here?
Yeah.
It's not good. I must find someone who knows a way to break through this.
Yep, it's literally required. Because my second playthrough, I tried to just continue the game without doing that.
I see.
So I can tell you for certain you have to faceplant that barrier. And we are in our first actual town outside of Jad, which was under occupation. Astoria. So as per usual, we're going to raid the town before we do anything. Regular can pots will not... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying my cat was just yelling at me to let her in.
The tan pots will not always have items in them, but they are worth checking regardless, just in case. The little cacti thing I was talking about that had, like, places you had to spot them all over the area, and you got rewards for spotting them so many times. We haven't run into that yet. That's going to be when we get to the area where I mentioned having to do a fetch quest for cannon travel fuel. Which is also after you get or your first character, I think.
Alright.
I'm just looking around because I do remember, yeah, like you can reach that area over there. As you can see, there's path thing that goes down to it. Some things I remember, some I actually have to kind of scrounge around for. And then when I spot them, I remember. Is there another pot here? Yep. Woo, 2 whole coins. Oh, okay, nighttime now. And it is now Dryad Day. We will be talking to all of our start people for progression here in a second. Like I said, I just like to raid an area first. Basically, with me controls, like the character walks into and, hi, I'm going to steal everything, then I'll talk to you. Okay, so we got, got another seed in there. It is worth coming back here after you can't access the shops anymore, because there's going to be more stuff laying around. Okay, we can't hop over there as the map is showing us, but there is 2 pots back here. Did you get them both with your sphere? Yep. I think we just about got it. I just want to check the shop. Here we go. Nope. Missed this. Anything else around the shop? I think there is a pot I missed, but the shop's not going to necessarily progress us at the moment.
Welcome, Muffin wears the brows.
Okay. So down there next to the spear on the side is how you know whether it's the same. Well, no weapon's usually really the same strength unless you're going down a different class, but I'll show you whether it's stronger or weaker. If it's blue with an up arrow, it's better.
I have wanted this.
And thankfully you can equip it right away. So we're going to sell her other spear. Shields only Durin uses, so we don't get those. I want to check something here with his stuff. So everyone gets an accessory, a helm, an armor, and a weapon. The shield, like I said, is Durin's thing. So they only ever show what your party uses, so we won't see shields, but if you were using Durin at all, you would see them. Ah, I did miss a couple items. I think there's a pot and a chest. Yep, right there. Because I remember having a hard time getting to these pots, and it kind of annoyed me. Darn it. I wanted to see if I could jump over the counter, but I didn't remember you can't. So we got a... I don't remember if you have to wait until the event that happens to the town coming up here, or if we can get them now. I'm just going to look around to double check, see if I can get enough height off of something to get up there. Okay, how from on top of a milk can you enter a building is beyond me, but sure. There we go. I don't think I did it that way before. I hopped on top of the hanging sign, the little lamp here, and that let me get up there. So here's our inn. There's another shop up here. This lazy guy is asleep. Wake up!
Like you do.
Okay, so... That's right, we have people to talk to in town here that'll kind of give us... Well, it's not advice, it's kind of more hints as to what we should be doing. As the player, more so the character in the game. Curses, I managed to get away from Jeb, but now I'm stuck here because of the barrier. Now I'll never get home to Wendell. Take down the barrier? Hey buddy, if you figure it out, let me know. Gonna spend the night here, I guess. Finding a way home is a problem for future me. You could stay the night here too. Maybe the barrier will magically disappear overnight. You never know. So do you remember there's at least 3 people that have stars for us to talk to advance things. Alright, we got you as well.
No one believes me, but I saw it.
This is the main one to talk to.
Maybe it'll appear tonight, too.
So our objective, well, it changed as soon as we face planted the barrier. is to find a way past the barrier. Okay, looks like we still have the woman out here on this little outlet to talk to as well. But that guy had the scene because he was the important one for advancing. You used to be able to go through Cascade Cavern, that's the cave the barrier was on, to the east to get through to the other side of the lake. Unfortunately, Wendell's closed it off to keep their city safe. So Wendell is the city just past the barrier in the cave. So we want to rest until evening. Because he said it came out at night, and I see that it did drop for a moment there.
Yeah.
Has it been good otherwise?
Fine, aside from some pixelation.
Okay. I wish I had a better connection to avoid that.
No problem.
So we saw the light sitting out the window there, and as you can see, it's kind of bright enough to light up the area and shine through the windows.
Yep.
Which is why if you were to talk to people, as well as that guy, they mention this light.
Light?
Like, Angela's cute and all, but like if I had a waifu from this game, it's definitely Reese.
Yeah.
What?
I love Reese's character.
Mysterious ball of light.
She's the more unique melee character because she has a spear.
To know if it is
And she gets like some really good, powerful skills through her classes. So basically she was talking about following the light, so guess what we have to do? We gotta follow the light.
Yep.
I am going to do some more fighting on the way just for some more money and experience. Ow, I moved. What's that?
Oh well, better than following the spiders.
Yep.
So I think there's often music freaked me out as a kid.
Give me 1 second, so it was a little hard to hear you over the fighting.
No problem.
Darn it. She didn't evade out of the way when I tried to. Alright, what were you saying?
I was just saying, the second Harry Potter movie used to freak me out as a kid.
Oh, the, Secret of the Chamber or whatever?
Yeah, Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah. I could imagine, yeah, the snake and the spider in that are pretty big and scary.
Yeah.
Okay, though I don't have to come over here, there is a couple items over here. So we're not just coming over here for kills and experience. There's a pot there with some money. Heal pot there. I think there's a chester. Yep, right over here. You have to go around the other way of the tree. Another revive. Nice. And we have another shiny here. I'm not close enough to it. It is something that can get annoying how interact and jump are the same button. There we go. Now we go up this way to follow the light, which we can see down there.
Yeah, I remember that thing in Final Fantasy 15 where sometimes when you, whenever you try to interact with something, you would accidentally just be shoved.
Oh jeez, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that happened all the time in that game.
Yep. It's not too bad in this, just, yeah, you gotta be close enough to the sparkles to pick them up. The chests don't have that issue. Crap, I think he got me, yeah. I lost 3 health there. Obviously, I'm trying to avoid damage for that extra percentage. And yes, we are going to be picking up every seed I can find.
Understandable.
The one thing you don't have to worry about Brave is I do remember a good spot for silver seeds, and I do remember the spots for the seeds for the class change items and the best gear. So we don't have to look that up. I pretty much have them memorized where to go for those. Or a couple of the best spots. Wait, I just want to hug you. It's fun. You can catch up to it, but you can never actually catch it.
Wow.
Okay, we saw it a second ago. This statue will play an important role later on. For now, we got a sparkle there. A recover pot, and some more money in a regular pot. Over here, we have another chest. Chocolate!
Yeah,
What's-
speaking of which earlier, that actually reminds me. I remember Slot for 3 there was actually something very similar during that chase scene with where you had to rescue Bentley from Tate. You know, and I remember as a kid when I played that game. During that chase sequences, I would always have fun just catching up to Octavio and just beat the shit out of him, even though you couldn't actively damage him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we finally caught up to it as it landed.
It was.
Oh, go ahead, I can pause it.
Good memories. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Are you hurt? I'm alright. Who are you? I am Breeze of Larat, captain of the Amazon Guard. I saw the light from Astoria. I see. I have no other option. So I suppose you'll do.
Regardless who you're playing as, that line does not change.
What? Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Please.
If you know the game, then you know why I say that.
Light and Wendell.
Yep.
I can't fly any further on my own. I am headed the same direction, but there is a barrier around the cavern. I think we are at an impasse. I can get us
Oh,
to the
Reese.
barrier.
Be my waifu.
We need to hurry. Something has happened to the Sanctuary of Mana. The Sanctuary of Mana? Wait. Oh my! Whatever that was, it came from Astoria. I need to go back. We need to get going. Let me rest inside you for a bit.
Wait, what?
You won't see me, but don't
What?
worry, I'm still here.
I know what she means, it's just funny to say that, for the stream's sake.
No! Wait, what?
Even she says it. What the fuck?
Don't delay. We must see to Astoria.
That line sounds a bit odd
Voice
coming from
is
her.
in my head. Hurry. Understood.
Yeah, the whole dipping thing, and knowing that for some reason my connection issues, that is part of why I don't full screen it, so I can watch that on OBS. Oh,
No problem.
damn, it just dropped to 0 for a moment.
So,
There it
why
goes.
are you heading to Wendell? I wish to see His Eminence, the Priest of Light. I believe
I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything else up here.
I see you haven't had an easy time yourself.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it picked back up. Thankfully,
Yep.
it does it often, but it doesn't do it too often.
So at least there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do the same thing for a lot of games. Just run them in window mode.
Yeah. Yeah, so the rapids can actually drop regular item seeds, which is kind of nice. Because from basic item seeds, you can get herbs and other restoratives. You won't get a Stardust herb as often, but... And crap, I took a hit from the mushroom there, so I missed out on that. And I missed out on the 10-second boost.
But yeah, I mentioned this before during the Beyond the Beyond stream, but I never really got the full pronunciation process behind the word herb. The correct pronunciation is but simple pronounce. I never really got it. I never really got it. Why it's not called a herb? There's actually an H.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Oh yeah, if you defeat them with your class skills, you get a bonus to your experience too.
Sweet.
So I just got a bit of an extra bonus on top of no damage and 10 seconds there by doing that. I think if they die to a status effect or while under one, you get a slight bonus too. And here is the aforementioned event that I was trying to avoid. I'm giving any hints as to give away what happens.
What happened? Where is everyone? This looks like the work of Beastmen.
So if you noticed, our friend that's like, let me rest inside you, hasn't even given us her name yet.
We have to get to the Priest of Light as soon as possible. Wendell is in danger.
She's just like, I'm a fairy, and the Sanctuary of Mana is in danger. Let me take up refuge in you. Your name?
Yeah, exactly.
Am
We
I-
haven't even figured out naming.
Am I just supposed to say a random fairy is within me? Yeah, she just kinda hits the rod, you know? Alright. There is something in that pot again, so
Okay,
that's
then.
why I'm trying to get up there.
Okay, then we'll roll with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Good old 80s, 90s games, you know?
Yeah. Finn has a talking dragon, and Beyond the Beyond, and this game has a fairy.
Well, both Luna games, you essentially have a talking dragon with you.
Oh yeah, true.
One of them ends up... I think in the first one, they end up becoming the white dragon of the series. So, yep. What I was avoiding saying is, yeah, the town gets attacked and destroyed. And you can't find anyone, but as you can see, there is more items here, so it's worth coming here, grabbing everything, and then coming back and grabbing everything that's different. It's more free shit, why not?
Yeah. RPG logic. A town gets destroyed, and you have to avenge everyone.
Thankfully, I don't think this game ever really makes a character propose that.
I see.
It's kind of the escalation thing. You go off to do one thing, you do that whole thing throughout that whole main character's arc, but they learn more and more of what's going on, and they decide to take action. So it's kind of more of the nobler pursuit kind of thing, like, oh shit, this has to be stopped. See, we even have a chest over here now, where there wasn't before. Ooh, 100 coins, nice.
Yeah, just raid the whole town. Not like anyone's there to claim it anyway.
At this point, yeah, they're pretty sure they're all either dead or evacuated.
Yep.
I mean, come on, you're the main character of a JRPG. You can't do wrong.
Indeed.
Okay, I still gotta get up for that one pot on the item shop still. Gotta remember how to do it after the town's destroyed.
Trying to do that kind of stuff in Fallout or Elder Scrolls on here, and everyone would just automatically hate your guts.
Right. We'd be like, whoa, 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 you ain't some hero. You some 2-bit hack.
Yeah.
I
But
think
then again, I don't mind. I actually don't mind killing stuff in Fallout. I just, I usually just, at the time, I just kill everyone in Megaton and just leave its town in flames.
so in 3 you always stay at the tower.
Half the time I do, yes.
Gotcha.
I just find it to be more interesting than the standard story.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm taking it you also tell Moira that she became a ghoul. So she starts experimenting on herself.
Actually, I did. I did have her become a ghoul one. Like a lot of time, actually, just know.
Oh, because if I recall properly, like once you blow up the nuke, she turns into a ghoul from it.
Yes, she does. Although, for the Titan kill for town.
And I know, like, if you find her as a ghoul, and you actually tell her she became a ghoul, she starts experimenting on herself.
Wow.
Yep, did you not know that?
I actually did not know.
Oh, yeah, yep.
That's a,
Yeah, because now she's, like, doing experiments and shit, and she's all into all sorts of sciencey shit. Yeah. Yeah, but an interesting thing, if you want to be, like, truly evil, I guess. You just be like, hey, you know, yeah, you're a ghoul now. Go nuts.
yeah. You want to know what's even more messed up in the evil path of Fallout? You can actually see people in slavery.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, too, yeah. We're just gonna advance on here.
Including certain child characters.
Yep. And she face plants again.
So impatient.
Even the fairy says something. Yes, you have to face plant it twice.
Oh, wow.
There's like no walking up and hitting A. It's just face planted and she takes out the barrier. Don't you just love that?
Indeed. Well, good time, Sean.
Oh, okay, we just dipped a bit again there. Alright, we're back in the green, good.
Yeah.
So welcome to Cascade Caverns and our good old friend the goblins. And the bats.
Yep. Yeah, a little pixelation, but nothing too bad. Just something.
Pixelation I don't have too much issue with. I understand it. I've seen it on my own end, watching people. But it's not like a full buffer or stopped, you know?
Yeah.
So bats can be
I mean,
annoying.
don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, it is buffering sometimes, but it's bad.
Yeah. So to canvas the entire cavern here, it will take us a bit of time. I'll try to at least get as close to the boss as I can. This is where the first boss comes in. As well as where your first party member you picked comes in too. So I'll at least try to make it to them, which I think I picked Charlotte because she's the healer. Out of the people you can pick.
You just find a random statue in a cave. Nothing wrong with that.
A gold one at that heals you.
Yep.
Goddess statues everywhere. Yeah, it looks like we're only 1 kill away from the next level, which is very nice. Thankfully, having the minimap there will also help us avoid getting too lost and save some time. As always, to help keep pace up a bit, I will also try to keep dashing as much as I can. Crap, I didn't evade in time there. I'll do this for some extra experience and take him out with that. Or chocolate.
The
Alright.
healthiest way to restore your HP.
Alright. Okay, fortitude we don't quite need yet. Yeah, I'll take the strength boost. Those are different than traits or abilities. The stat increases, they're... I was gonna say innate, but that's not the term I'm actually looking for.
Yeah.
Oop, that means I don't have enough. Yeah, I can see that. Good, I jumped out of that in time. Oh, then I got hit anyway. Of course.
Yeah. In terms of healing items, vegetables. Vegetables, fruits, who needs that? I got candy and chocolate. My floors are dummies.
Right. So, you want to avoid those because they can kind of stun you, and I think they do affect your movement or your attack. They're sonic attacks. So that's why whenever you see that little area of attack warning come up, I evade out of the way. Dream Read. That's the item that'll turn it from night to day and day to night. Eventually I think you can buy them, but we're not close enough to that point of the game yet. We can just farm them right now. And yes, you can aerial combo too with a heavy strike at the end. Oop. Dodge out of the way. Yep, as you see right there, that final dash forward does actually do damage. There are some nice little touches to the combos and skills in this where they have attacks at the end that'll actually do more damage if they don't get finished off otherwise. Wait. We got an item up here, I almost forgot that. Meet Charlotte. Howie!
I thought it was Ivana, but you saved me. I'm shocked. I'm a famous beauty from Glenville.
Oh my god, her VA just nailed that accent.
For one so young to play.
Reese, you made a little girl cry. Did you catch all of that, or did, it buffer out of all that on you?
But there was one place in Glenville that was always nice to me.
So, if you say no, you don't play through it, but you still see everything that happened and they talk about it.
Grandpa
I do like that.
asked me to go to Astoria to look into something.
So here we're seeing what would essentially be Charlotte's start.
I got a really bad feeling about it.
I got a really bad feeling. God, her VA just nailed that child talk so well.
So I followed him in secret and didn't tell Grandpa when I left the temple that night.
For how young she is, although she is an elf and they age a lot younger, or half elf, so she does still age a little younger.
A creepy looking man took Heath away. Why would I
That guy you're seeing there, that's her subordinate that she deals with. He's called Red Joker. Probably one of the creepier ones of them, if not the creepiest. The one Durin deals with, yeah. The one Durin deals with is on the creepy scale, but not nearly as high as he is. He's just like your typical dark knight with the glowing eyes.
I got a little lost on the way. And fell down. If you hadn't been there, it would have been good night, Charlotte. That was close. Well, young lady, I am on my way to Wendell to see the Priest of Light. I do not suppose you would care to join me? Oh! You want to see Grandpa?
I'll try to make it to Wendell, because that's the city right after the cave, but we might not be able to comb the entire cavern and get there before you gotta go. If not, if I recall, there's always a gold statue not just before every boss, so I'll probably stop there otherwise, or go to the nearest one. And say hello to our resident healer.
I am happy to have you lead the way. Thank you.
I actually think from what I saw, her actual strongest third class is called Necromancer. Which is obviously choosing the dark path for her third class. There's 2 fourth classes as well. There's a light and a dark, but yeah. It doesn't quite follow the same thing because that was added into this game as some bonus stuff. Oh, okay, I see the star. That's right. I went back the way that I came because of the way the map was oriented here.
I'm on the job.
Oh yeah, you can switch them. I don't remember how I just did that. Oh, there we go.
This one is so annoying.
Get used to hearing that. Oh, I guess I got nicked by that.
We should continue
She
on.
uses flails, by the way. She doesn't have a staff.
Oh, well.
Yeah, she's like a battle cleric, I guess you could call her.
It is unwise to get in our way.
Oh fuck. I got hit there still, so still lost the bonus.
Okay. Should leave this dark and treacherous terrain.
Alright, there's another revive. Actually, well, I'll try to get used to it. I have times where I forget turning the camera doesn't turn the way I'm thinking it's going to. I've been doing okay with it, so I'm not going to change the camera at the moment. That is one thing I don't like. You have to be, like, completely stopped to evade. Which is why I get hit, and then you'll hear me say at times, darn it, I didn't evade in time because she was in the middle of an attack or something.
That really seems disorienting, the fact that you have to be in a dead stop to just evade.
Well, she has to be out of an animation. Like, you can be in the middle of doing a combo as long as you stop and hit to evade, but if she's in the middle of, like, doing an attack, yeah, she's gonna wait a second.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so that's
Same
Wendell.
problem that
Oh, go ahead.
Problems that I faced in Dark Souls 2. That's what it is.
Yeah. Alright, well, that is the exit to Wendell, but I think there's still some stuff we can do in the cave.
Hostile entity! Be careful!
Yeah.
Like, one of the things the little cacti gives you, faster escaping.
We should work together to defeat this threat! We overpowered the enemy.
Thankfully, bonus for no damage only applies to the person you're playing as. As you saw there, she took damage. I still got it because I didn't get hit.
I'm on the job. Allow me.
I just want to look up the map. I think we have, yeah. We just have to go to Wendell. We don't have any task to continue going through the cave yet, so we're good. I thought we had to go through like almost the entirety of the cave to get there, so that's why I was saying what I said. There is more to that cave, we're just not to the point of doing it yet. Woo, candy. Everyone's food of choice. There's one of the few poppers you ever run across in this game. And it is solely just to get this chest. Cups of Wishes are a little on the expensive side, so it's not a bad item to have to use it for, but they could still have put something else in there, especially since you have your second character at this point. I mean, we've only upgraded one weapon. Charlotte still has her beginning stuff. And we now reach the holy city of Wendell.
We finally arrived in Wendell. I confess.
And we're coming here to seek help, and it's a place of holiness and rest. And guess what we're gonna do first thing still?
Hurry! We need to request an audience.
Just go ahead and draw on everyone.
Yep, we're gonna grab every sparkle and chest. Oh yeah, the Citadel, or not the Citadel, what the hell is it? The church itself is also its own area. With its own stuff to rob. We're not ready to go in there yet, though.
Gotcha.
Yep, see right there is telling you hunt for treasure, showing you the can urns, the chests, and the sparkles. Are all things that can potentially have items. Well, obviously a sparkle is an item and a chest is going to have something in it, but yeah. The tan pots actually respawn, as do some sparkles. But the urns do not always have items in them. So here's another thing in every town. Even if you go back to towns where you didn't have other party members, your other party members are sitting around town and you can talk to them. So there is another little bit of replayability potentially depending on how into the story and the characters you are. If you want to see what a character will say in each town that you're playing as, you have to play through again with someone else and put them in your party as one of your two characters to see what they say. Another item seed. Here's another chest. 80 Glucker. Nice. Oh, changing to night. Another 20 Lucre there. Not bad. I think we actually have a decent bit of mine right now. Yeah. We have about 850. If I can find just even one more coin somewhere, we'll have 850. So this is actually where Charlotte is from, more or less. Thus why she wasn't in Jad, and why she was in the cave. Because she comes from the opposite side of the cave. Alright, looks like we might have all of the sparkles. Oh, is this the one that we already hit? Yeah. I forgot, it doesn't zone into a different map. Okay, this is the bar. There we go, now we're actually at 150 at least. Or, no, 850, my bad. So some places outside of shops, like this is an actual family's house. Some houses you can actually go into. So we're gonna rob them of this chest while they're asleep.
Like we do.
Okay, there is the inn. See if there's anything in here. At the moment, I still feel plenty confident in my memory of the game's combat to not need to use the items yet. And we have picked up some herbs and we have the healer, so... Like I said, the better quality the item seeds are, the better items you get. So I don't see any point in using those seeds at the moment. Oh yeah, there is a point. There is a magic pot level. And the higher that is, it also increases your chances of better items. So we want to max that off when we're going for the Class 3 and Class 4 best gear. So there is going to also be a point where we're just spending seeds to level it up. Nope, I don't think we went in here yet. Nope. You have anything I can steal? Nope.
Welcome. Where's the browse?
Okay, see, yeah, we bought the long spear already. If we didn't have the money, we would have had it by now to buy it here.
Good choice.
See, her first weapon you buy is even called a flail. And her starting weapon is just a basic flail. Alright, so... Okay, you're just weapons. Sometimes they're combined, not always. There's a town much later where the shops are next to each other, but the twist to it is one owner's asleep during the day, the other's asleep during the night. So you have to be there during the day for one shop and then change it to night to get the stuff from the other shop. On the minimap you can see the shops and everything too. The candy is the store, general store for healing items and curatives. The sword is for weapons. The blue one with the helmet is armor.
Welcome. Where's the browse?
Sheep pajamas. Of course. Of course they're for Charlotte.
This is useful.
Thankfully there is an E with like that character's color for what's equipped so you don't accidentally sell what you're wearing and just bought.
Come again.
Okay, so they now have a better weapon and better armor. Accessories, you don't come across that often. Helmets you come across a little more than you do accessories, but they're still not as regularly in shops as weapons and armor are. Headgear will kind of regularly be showing up as we go, but not towards the start. Okay, did I go in the bar? Yeah, I did. There wasn't a... Like, I think it was 10 lucre in here. Alright, I'm just gonna go to the inn to save for now, then we'll head to the church.
Welcome.
Actually, let's rest until morning, too. Why not? Already saved, so I don't need to do that. And over here, where we accidentally went before, is the church. So, that bottom line there that it says at the bottom, the extra special mana statue, that's the statue in the sanctuary. And that is actually where you have to go to get to Class 3.
I see.
Yep. The mana stones would take you to Class 2, but only that statue can get you to Class 3. With the proper item.
I
Hmm.
think I'll wait out here. I went without telling Grandpa. He's probably really mad at me.
So it said she left, but she's just not going with us into the church, that's all. When we leave the church, she joins us back up.
Gotcha.
So what you may or may not come to the thought of there with what she said, yeah. Her grandpa is someone that works in the church. Well, nice that they're giving us those pretty early on without having to spend too much. Okay, so those areas down there, we can actually get to them, but you have to get to them through the inside. If you look on that menu map, they're actually disconnected from the path out here. Alright, so it's time to ransack the church. Aren't we just lovable people? Thankfully, the doors to those outside areas are just right here. They're not that far in. The Priest of Light was so nice. He's a funny old man. I met Charlotte once. I thought she was my age, but she was old. Then she got mad at me. Charlotte's much older than she looks because, like I said, she's half elf in this. As in most fantasy lore, elves age a lot slower than humans. And I guess if a human and an elf break that well, it's not necessarily a law or anything, but there's a reason for it. That'll be mentioned much later on when we get to the Elven Village. If they break that, I guess, rule they came up with to avoid any mishaps, I guess even their half-elf children still get that thing where they age slower. They probably don't live as long, but they just, yeah, their body doesn't age as fast still. Because like that kid said, he thought Charlotte was the same age as him, but she was actually older. And she still looks like she's a kid. So we do actually have to go to the other outside area where we saw that chest. There was one on each side of the church. Here we go. More chocolate! Boy, this game just loves promoting good dental hygiene.
Indeed.
I thought you could quick focus the camera back around there. I might just not be remembering what the heck to hit. So up there is the priest, but there are some items we can grab in here that I'm wanting to get before we even talk to him. And then I think there's still some stuff in the church that we can get too. Those stars are just telling us to go back downstairs to talk to him. I know, I think we got everything. Okay. We'll go talk to the old man. Oh, come on, let me jump over the railing. That would have made a nice little quick, easy trick there to save some time.
Accept the goddess of manners' blessings.
I am Reese, the princess of Barant. My country was set upon by the thieves of Navarro. My father, the king, is dead. My brother is missing. I was unable to save my father and country, but I will not stop until I find my brother. Please, Your Eminence, I need your guidance.
No, Barant has fallen. I fear that without the help of the goddess of Mana, there is nothing I can do to help your kingdom. There is no
Alright, good. It
other
went
way
yellow
to
for a
bring
second, but
back
it
to its
didn't
form.
drop enough. Oh crap, now it's going red.
Wait! I have something to say. Your evidence. Please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the Mana Tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the mana tree, the seals on the mana stones will break. The Benedictons will be released into the world.
What is that?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
Gasp, name drop.
Oh, wait! This cannot be! What does this mean, Fairy?
What's that?
I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, a fairy can't leave the sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it. I am sorry, but finding Elliot takes precedence. Please, find someone else to be your host, Fairy.
Would that I were able to bear your burden. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Well, jeez.
I have no time to waste.
But thou must,
The Sword of Mana in your
as H.C.
hands.
Bailey would say.
Please,
Oh, wow.
the kingdom of Laurent and find your brother. You can bring peace to your people. Oh my.
Okay, let me just remind you, she just kind of said that she needed to rest in you, and then did it without, like, even really asking. So, it kind of forced upon your main character.
Did you read my thoughts just now, Fairy? This seems too good to be true. But please, tell me.
Oh, essentially,
what
this fairy can now see every thought that dwells within her.
More or less, yeah.
The Sword of Mana.
It's not creepy at
The
all.
Sword of Mana is the
Yeah, it's not, just bad enough that she kind of forced her way into bonding with you like that, but sure, Just read your character's deepest, darkest fears and everything while you're at it, sure. Oh, I'm gonna wait, it dropped right now. There we go.
embodiment
Yeah.
of the ancient
I kept it paused while it stayed down to 0 before until it went green again. That way we didn't miss anything.
alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself. The one who holds the mana sword gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the mana tree, waiting.
So there was our glimpse of the mana sword of mana for
Before
a second.
the mana tree withers completely, we must reclaim the sword and awaken the goddess of mana once more.
Is the game been echoing through the mic a lot or no?
Can bring peace to the realm. Grant your wish.
I do, I do kind of hear it through my
Whether
head.
I rise to those fiends from the far, I can avenge my father and my fallen kingdom with the Sword of Mana. Pray tell, where can I find the Sanctuary of Mana? I'm so sorry. With mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the Sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy. Mana stones.
I had a bit of a dip there again.
Sealing away the fearsome Benevitons. If you activate the mana stones, the portal connecting our world to the Sanctuary of Mana, through that portal is the Sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside 8 mana stones is sealed on purpose, as the Benevitons began their slumber.
What
I just turned down the speakers. Can you still hear us okay through the stream?
The survivors curse the magic.
Yeah, the audio isn't quite so.
Yeah, I didn't turn down the actual game audio or anything on Twitch. I just turned down my speakers on my end.
There is no longer anyone alive.
Yeah, as you can see, some of these cutscenes take up quite a bit of time, so I can zip through a lot of the game when I'm just going through to level up the characters I like, skipping them, you know. But as you know, when you're streaming, it's better to show everything than skip things. I will say, some of the cutscenes in this are kind of lengthy. What's that? Yeah. This is kind of an important one, more or less. That's why it's so long. Give me 1 second here. I'm seeing when I'm talking on OBS, it's kind of peeking into red, so I want to lower my mic volume on OBS a little bit, and hopefully that'll change that. Alright, let's see. Now, still going into red a little bit, but not quite as much. Okay, I guess that's better. The Priest of Light's Faith has granted you a new ability, and thus we get the first HP boost. Base HP increased by 30. So we now have another 2 ability slots with Charlotte. I think that was just mentioning chain abilities. And I think that's because his blessing ability that he gives you is a chain ability. Oh, that's right, she's not with me right now. Oh, that's okay, now we just head back out. So basically how abilities work, to explain what the difference is abilities only apply to the character they're equipped on. She's too damn adorable with her child talk, the way she talks so matter-of-factly and like an adult. So, as I was saying, regular abilities only affect the character they're on. A chain ability affects your entire party regardless who it's on. So, when I put the HP boost on her, they'll both get that 30 HP. And how you can tell what the chain ability is, it's got that little symbol on the lower left of it, showing like 2 people. That's the indication it's a chain ability. There'll be certain ones that we're going to be using throughout the whole game as we get them, because they're like crit chance up, or like extra damage or something, or avoid damage, you know. Then obviously, like, we're going to be using like intelligence up on the mage and on Angela. And we're going to be using Spirit up on Reese, or not Reese, but Spirit up on Charlotte for healing. Okay, search for the Elemental of Light. Okay, I'm just trying to wander around and find the N again. There it is. Just want to save again after getting through that scene. Oh, okay, that just leads to there. We got those items. So now basically our indicator is telling us to go back to the caverns. Darn it. The mushroom hit me in the middle of my combo there. Alright, nice. Got another item sheet from him. I will not turn down item seeds because they'll help me. The more I get, the more I can level up the magic pot faster. Oh, I think she is just simply fairy. I don't think she has much of a name. Although I think her name is Lumina, but that's the spirit of light. But as you saw, like, each element in the week has a representation, and for daytime, which is the light, it does have her picture. So it is telling us to come back here. Again, mostly just doing fights over and over as we come across them for experience and money. And because I still have a good grasp of the game's combat to do them quickly. Okay, so you want me to go that way. Twofer. And we got 4 extra experience for that. There will be times where I don't feel there's a need to save at every statue, aside from healing, to save some time, so you don't have to worry about that. I just know, like I said, coming up in this cavern there is a boss. So you remember that high ledge in the waterfall that we couldn't get to? That's we were just on the other side of them. That's where she teleported us. So now we're introduced to enemies that have shields you have to break through. So essentially now we are in the deeper part of the cave that is the longer part I was thinking of we would have to get through. Actually, that reminds me. No, not Gear. Does she have any points? Yes, she does. Alright, we'll give her 2 points. That gives her 5 more MP and her first healing skill. Alright, that's the thing with the spells. The spells of the different elements, you have to have that spirit before you can actually get the ability to use it. If she even has a chain ability that makes your, despite being the healer, she has a chain ability that makes your power attacks do 5% more damage. And then a defender, which is another chain that increases your defense. Alright, we'll put close call on her. Which is one that lets you heal, Alright, nice. We just hit level 5. I think if I read it right, despite the name, close call lets healing items heal for a little more. Alright, so counter is nice, but I think... Well, interception is also nice, because that lets you interrupt their attacks when you attack them. Quick heal, I think, just lets you heal faster. So down here we were introduced to a new enemy, zombies. And these guys can poison you as that one just did to me. Alright, let's see here. Here we go, medical herbs. That's where we want to go. I'm just wondering, oh no, we dropped down from there. Okay. But I did not jump up over here yet. So we had another chest over here. And now we'll head up in the direction to continue on. Did I put her point on? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, doesn't look like there is anything else sitting around here. Okay, I think Charlotte just leveled up, yep. Okay, so we got close call, we got her heal. Let's see. Yeah, let's work towards Mighty. That'll be a pretty handy one to have. That is going to be the boss up there, but we are not quite done looking, so I'm not saving just yet. Because we got those 3 pots there. A sparkly sitting up there. I think there's a chest, yep. And that is our first accessory. And I think we'll put that on her because she's our meleeer. Alright, so now we'll save just in case before taking on the boss. And say hello to our first boss. The Full Metal Hugger. So basically like where the eyes are. Oh, go ahead.
Anyone who has arachnophobia run into terror.
Oh, it's a giant crab more so, but yeah, it does have 6 legs.
Yeah.
So basically where the eyes are is a point of weakness. And on bosses, yeah, the area attacks are good because they usually have multiple places you can hit them. As you can see, when I hit him, she hits multiple spots. Every boss, for the most part, has blue chests around them to help build your gauge back up, too. Nope. Well, let me use it again yet. Alright, let's see. Where are you? Candy. You need it. Alright, we'll have Charlotte use hers. Always is a good strategy when playing. Switch to your different characters, have them each use their skills. Yeah, even creepier, he loses his eyes as you hit him. Especially after you beat him in the face enough. That's mainly what causes it. I'm glad you moved out of the way there, Charlotte. You can even get a big boost for taking out a boss with a skill. Yeah, they have bigger boosts for beating them in certain ways. I don't even think I ever found out every single one.
Okay, now that is terrible.
How he blew up?
No, just hit without eyes.
Oh yeah. Some of these spirits have some weird voices. I'm not too fond of Lumina's VA, or the way he was voiced in general. So this is Lumina, the Spirit of Light, and with him we actually get access to the heal spell now. You don't sound too sure there, Lumina. You hear the way he mentioned that?
Yeah, I even saw the text.
Yeah. It's safe though. ... Pause. For now. Another pause. At least. So if we had Durin, Holy Saber, the Saber skills are what he gets, which give a weapon an elemental effect. We also have access to Holy Bolt, which is the light attack spell, and Healing Light, which is the ability we unlock giving her 2 points in Spirit. She does get Holy Bolt, but much later on. Where, like, if you had Angela here, she would be able to already access it. Which is part of the reason why we picked her. She gets access to even the light spells earlier than Charlotte does. Not gonna save since we got through that boss and all the cutscenes. Okay, and they want us to go back down. I'm just gonna run through fights. I'm not gonna bother with them at the moment. Save some time. Thank you, that's what I was trying to hit. Yeah, bats aren't gonna be too hard to take out. Ow, darn it. Did it give me time to dodge that? That's probably the other reason having the caster is nice. Spells can knock off that shield pretty quickly too. Spells and power attacks are like the things they tell you to use.
I'm not exactly sure what stream that I want to do after Beyond.
Yeah, me either, really. I actually had trouble thinking of a game to do. So guess what? We just got knocked off the cliffside by the Beastmen. By the big bad general. But yeah, Red Joker, I'd have to say, is probably one of the creepiest. Is probably the creepiest of all of the henchmen. Like, you saw the one before we actually left Laurent that Hawk deals with, that female. She's actually kind of sexy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Beyond and Beyond. I mean, as annoying as the random encounters and then sections first for that matter.
Uh-huh.
I will give it this. It's actually giving me a lot to talk about, and that most of the years don't understand. It's always nice.
Hero must be found to take the sword of mana.
So this scene is just basically how Fairy got to Earth and the whole reasoning behind it. Each of those lights is a fairy, and it's showing them all, seeing that man is withering and that they need to get to Earth to get help. And as you can see, the one of them is the fairy that we have, and then there's 3 others with her, but as you can see, they all start to lose their power and fade. save the mana tree. Yeah, there's definitely a decent bit of time that can be saved if you don't need to go through all of the cutscenes.
Yep.
So guess where we are? Like, I don't, you know what I mean, the area? I mean, guess, like, from what you saw where we are at. Yep, we're in a prison cell. I love having Angela meet you here. This is, like, so damn funny. So, meet Angela, the mage character. And probably everyone's wet dream character because she's the one that starts off with the most revealing costume, and it just gets worse going down the dark path.
Yeah. Yeah. Now. Yeah.
Go ahead. I just want you to watch this scene because this is really funny having her be the one that helps you escape here. Me, Horty Beastman! That's basically what his reply amounted to. Just look at his freaking expression. Well, that's one thing you can say for certain. She knows how to use her feminine wiles.
Yeah.
God, I love her prissy attitude when it comes to taunting the bad guys. She's definitely probably got the bigger sex appeal, but I still like Reese better.
Oh yeah.
So we want to hit these to open up the doors. Especially because freeing him gives you your first MP boost chain ability. And he's got a chest in his cell. So now we can give everyone 10... What's that?
Well, the guards were at least trying to have some whatever items he had.
Yep. Alright. We got one more point on you. I did say pinpoint would be nice. Yeah, let's go for pinpoint.
Anyway, I hate to finish one, but I'm probably here I've got to make myself.
Alright. Let me just get to the statue here in a second. I will call it. Yep, so as you can see, like, this isn't specific to any character. There's just certain, like, NPCs where doing something for them will actually get you an ability, or even a chain ability. So we're actually going to save and stop here after getting Angela, our third and final party member, who is the mage. So I hope everyone has enjoyed our first stream of Trials of Mana. I will be streaming again over the next couple of days while I'm off and have the time to. part of the reason I haven't been lately this past couple months is because I've been on night shift and I'm typically drained after doing that and really tired.
I know how that is.
Yeah. So I'll catch everyone tomorrow, most likely, when I come back and we continue from the prison here in Jad.
Yep.
Till then, everybody, good night.